यस्य प्रसादा भगवत प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादा न गति कुटोपि ध्यायामस्तु वंस्तस्य यशस्त्री संध्यम वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम पदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री गुरुदेव। As continuing from the last lecture, from now onwards we are going to look into the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita in great detail. The lectures will be based upon the translation of the Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the ISKCON movement. Now, as we go on, the way we deal with each text will be that the original text will be read out. We will have the literal translation of the text, and then there will be some insights given pertaining to that text. So let's start Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Text 1. वंदे गुरु ईश भक्तान ईशान ईशावतारकान तत्प्रकाशम च तच्चक्ति कृष्ण चैतन्य सम्यकम. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primeval Lord himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. This is the opening invocation of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. The first chapter pertains to the spiritual masters. Here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami brings into invocation his spiritual master, the plenary portions of the Lord, the parts and parcels of the Lord, and seeks their blessings before he commences to write about the great life of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is very common that in the path of bhakti, the seeker of bhakti is always in the mood of the servant of the servant. One who is in the path of bhakti always takes shelter under the loving care of the spiritual master. One who is surrendered to the spiritual master is on the way to attaining the highest bliss and serving the Lord in the spiritual world. The presence of the spiritual master in the devotee's life is very essential. Unless one has a spiritual master, it is very difficult to understand what is part of us and what is not. Only in the mood of surrender does one understand the nature of one's existence. Mercy always is sought from a top-down approach. It is up to the free will of the individual to surrender to the spiritual master. But once the living entity surrenders to the spiritual master, everything is dependent on the mercy of the spiritual master. Now let's go to text 2. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanandau Sahodidau Gaudodaya Pushpavantau Chitro Sandau Tamomudau. Let's go to the English translation of Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and the moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. At the very start, the author of the book, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, brings the presence of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sriman Nityananda Prabhu, the main two characters of this saga of love. Sriman Mahaprabhu is compared to the sun of bhakti. When I mean sun, it means SUN sun. And He compares Sriman Nityananda Prabhu, who is the elder brother of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a spiritual sense, as the moon. Both sun and moon are required for the survival of a living entity on the material planet. Similarly, in the spiritual world, one needs the nourishment provided by the sun, and at the same time, one needs the cooling and soothing presence of the moon that balances the life of the living entity. So, hence, it is said that in spiritual life, both the sun and the moon, in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda Prabhu, is very essential as one embarks the path of bhakti. Text 3. Yad Advaitam Brahmo Nishadi Tad Api Asya Tanubha Ya Atmanantar Yami Purusha Iti So Shamsa Vibhavaha Sat Aishwarya Purno Ya Iha Bhagavan Saswayam Ayam Na Chaitanya Krishna Jagati Parat Tattvam Param Iha. Translation. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body, and the Lord known as the Super Soul is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, full with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. Here, the author takes the help of the scriptures. The scriptures form the base of spiritual life. Unless anything is sanctioned from the scriptures, following a spiritual life would be wasteful. Just as in a country, there is the constitution that governs the country, and everything is according to the legal obligation mentioned in the constitution. Similarly, spiritual life needs a manual. The manual based on which one can say that whether one is progressing or not progressing. Hence, the scriptures, especially the Upanishads, are very important in knowing what is the nature of God. The nature of God, primarily in this verse, is described in 3 aspects. One, it is the effulgent Brahman, that which is attributeless. Then there is this localized Paramatman who is present in everybody's heart and notes the intentions of the living entity. The third form of the Lord is Sriman Bhagavan himself in his fully manifest, potent form. That Bhagavan which is the ultimate goal of every living entity. Thus, the 3 forms of the Lord are sought by the Bhakta. Here it is described that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, who is full of the 6 opulences, has come in the age of Kali in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who represents all the 3 aspects of the Lord. Thus, Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the highest ultimate truth. Nobody is equal or greater than him. Here, it is important to note that unlike other scriptures, Chaitanya Charitamrita is introducing the Jiva of Kali Yuga to the newest aspect of the Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. One has to understand that to follow bhakti in Kali Yuga and to obtain the highest essence of bhakti, it is important to accept Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Text 4. Anarpitachar im chirag karunya avatarina kalau samarpayitum unnotajwala rasam swabhakti shriyam harihi purata sundara dyuti kadamba sandipitaha sada hridaya kandare spurato vas sachinandana. Translation. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachidevi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before. the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. Even earlier, there were many forms of the Lord who had incarnated on the face of the earth. Sriman Ramachandra Prabhu had descended onto this planet to show that following the dharma is the most important aspect of life. Dharma should be followed at every step, and that represents the highest. However, as Treta Yuga, in which Sriman Ramachandra Prabhu appeared, there were other incarnations of the Lord who came to establish other principles. Gautam Buddha or Siddhartha, who appeared on the face of the earth at the beginning of Kali Yuga, is considered to be an incarnation of Krishna. He had come to establish non-violence, wherein the merciless slaughter of animals could be stopped. But the Kali Yuga avatar is only one, and that is Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sriman Mahaprabhu has come to this material world just 500 years ago to establish the fact that conjugal love is the highest goal of mankind. In fact, even in coming generations, there may be other incarnations of the Lord, but none is as merciful as Sriman Mahaprabhu, who has come to give the gift of unalloyed loving devotional service in the mood of conjugal love. Conjugal love represents the rasa in which a living entity can serve the Supreme Lord in this material planet, as well as when the living entity is transported to the highest planetary system, Goloka Vrindavan. Primarily, there are four moods. They are the Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. The Sakhya Ras represents relationship between two friends. The Vatsalya Ras represents the relation between parent and child. The Dasya Ras represents the relation between master and servant. And Madhurya Ras represents the relation between two lovers. Thus, conjugal love is considered by Sriman Mahaprabhu as the highest, and even scripturally it can be seen that the mood of conjugal love is the highest rasa that can be tasted by the Lord as well as the living entity. Text 5. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Alhadini Shaktir Asmad Ekat Manava Apibhuvi Pura Deha Bhedam Gatautau Chaitanyakhyam Prakatam Adhunatat Dvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhava Dyuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The loving affairs of Srimati Radha and Sri Krishna are transcendently manifested. The loving affairs of Srimati Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now, these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Sri Krishna himself. In this verse, the author explains that Srimati Radharani and Krishna, who appeared 5000 years ago, have appeared once again in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya is considered to be the combined incarnation of Srimati Radharani and Lord Sri Krishna. Now, it is believed that Sri Krishna, when he was doing his Dwaraka pastimes in the spiritual world, he desired to understand what is the nature of Srimati Radharani's love. He would be excited whenever Srimati Radharani visited him or when he visited Radharani. But he experienced that he was not that much elated when Srimati Radharani met him. He wanted to experience the love of his highest devotee. So, he considered coming to the earthly platform and experience that sweetness of Srimati Radharani. Hence, Srimati Radharani provided two aspects of her to Lord Sri Krishna. One is her molten golden color, which represents Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's external skin color, and then she provided her heart to Lord Sri Krishna so that he could experience the pangs of separation and the mood of union which she felt whenever she met Lord Sri Krishna. With these two aspects of Srimati Radharani, Lord Sri Krishna came to this material planet in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now it is believed that the external molten color of Srimati Radharani would protect Lord Sri Krishna whenever in the mood of separation he would fall down with a thud on the ground, missing Lord Sri Krishna himself. So, thus the molten golden color of Srimati Radharani protected Lord Sri Krishna. And the heart and sentiments of Srimati Radharani was so powerful that even the Supreme Lord could not hold those emotions, and it would be so explosive that the Lord had to fall down many times and express the Ashtasatvika bhavas on his body, unable to maintain the energy flow in his body that Srimati Radharani would experience on the meeting or separation whenever she met Lord Sri Krishna. Hari Bol.